The tree that survived every storm. In the middle of a peaceful forest stood a small young tree. It was much shorter than the other trees around it. Every day it looked at the tall oak trees with admiration. I wish I were as big and strong as they are, the young tree thought. An old gardener visited the forest every morning. One day he heard the young tree talking to itself. The gardener smiled and said, "Don't compare yourself to others, your time will come." But the young tree wasn't convinced. Days passed, then one evening, dark clouds filled the sky, the wind became stronger, and heavy rain started to fall. Soon, a terrible storm covered the entire forest. The tall oak trees stood proudly. "We are the strongest trees here, nothing can defeat us." The young tree was frightened. The powerful wind pushed it from side to side. It bent so low that it almost touched the ground. The oak trees laughed. "Look at you," they shouted. "You are too weak to stand straight." The young tree felt embarrassed but stayed quiet. As the storm became stronger, the wind grew more dangerous. Suddenly, a loud cracking sound echoed through the forest. One of the giant oak trees broke. A few minutes later, another tree fell to the ground. Then another. The trees that had looked so strong could no longer fight the powerful wind. The young tree continued to bend. It did not fight the storm. It moved with the wind instead of against it. Hour after hour, it remained flexible. Finally, the storm ended. The sun came out and the forest became peaceful again. The young tree slowly stood up. It had not lost a single branch. The old gardener walked over with a smile. "Do you know why you survived?" he asked. The young tree replied, "Was I just lucky?" The gardener shook his head. "No. You survived because you learned something that the mighty trees never did. You learned how to bend without breaking." The bamboo listened carefully. The gardener continued. "Many people think that being strong means never failing, never crying, or never facing problems. But real strength is different. Real strength is getting knocked down by life and still finding the courage to stand up again." The bamboo looked around. The giant trees that once mocked it now lay broken on the ground. For the first time, the bamboo no longer wished to be like them. Years passed. The little bamboo grew taller than anyone had imagined. Travelers from distant villages came to admire it. One child asked the old gardener, "Why is this bamboo so special?" The gardener looked at the scars left by countless storms and replied, "It isn't special because life was easy for it. It's special because every storm made it stronger." And that's the difference. A comfortable life creates comfort, but a difficult life creates character. The lesson: life's hardships are not your enemies, they are your greatest teachers. Every rejection teaches resilience, every failure teaches wisdom, every disappointment teaches patience, every painful chapter prepares you for a stronger future. Remember, the strongest people are not those who have never suffered. They are the ones who were bent by life again and again, but never allowed themselves to break. So the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this hardship trying to teach me?" Because one day you'll look back and realize the very struggles you wanted to escape were the same struggles that made you unbreakable. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Do subscribe.